We've all seen the critique. Two figures stand on the edge of a volcanic precipice, and one refuses to destroy the source of all evil. The internet's immediate solution is simple. Why didn't Elrond just push Isildur into the lava? This assumes a simple shove was even possible. Isildur is a battle-hardened Númenórean king in his physical prime, standing nearly 7 feet tall. He is a giant of a man, encased in plate, trained by decades of frontline combat. Then there is the artifact itself. The One Ring projects a psychological and physical defensive aura, intensifying the user's survival instincts. Isildur isn't just holding a ring, he is possessed by a prize he will defend ruthlessly. To get that ring into the fire, Elrond has to do more than push. He has to initiate a brutal, premeditated struggle to the death against a superior physical opponent on a narrow, unstable ledge. The easy fix to Sauron's survival requires an allied commander to commit cold-blooded regicide. In a legal sense, Elrond has no authority here. Isildur is the sovereign High King of the Dúnedain. He is the leader of the human faction of the Alliance, and Elrond possesses no jurisdiction to judge or execute him. This scenario forces a clash between modern utilitarianism, the idea that a terrible act is justified for the greater good, and the absolute morality that governs this world. In this universe, the rules are rigid. Evil acts committed for noble reasons never result in a clean victory. They only plant the seeds for new, different evils. After all, Elrond and Isildur are distant kinsmen. Murdering a relative at the heart of the enemy's realm is a spiritual catastrophe. This act of violence would immediately corrupt Elrond's own soul. By executing Isildur to save the world, Elrond would adopt the coercive malice of Sauron, poisoning the victory and beginning his own spiritual decline. Outside the cracks of doom, the victorious but exhausted armies of men and elves are waiting for their leaders. They expect a celebration, but they are about to face a political nightmare. If Elrond emerges alone, the narrative is easy to spin. Meneldil, Isildur's successor in the south, can weaponize the king's suspicious death to consolidate power, declaring Elrond a treacherous pariah. This perceived betrayal shatters the last alliance. Instead of a new era of cooperation, the human kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor converge on the isolated elven strongholds. Neither race has the demographic resilience to survive this. After the catastrophic losses of the siege of Barad-dûr, a civil war leaves both species severely depleted and unable to maintain their borders. Elrond's choice to use violence leaves the continent fractured. The era opens with an intractable race war between the very people who just defeated Sauron. Away from the battlefields, we have to consider the fate of the magical sanctuaries like Rivendell and Lothlorien. Because the 3 elven rings were created using Sauron's architecture, their ability to arrest decay is hardwired directly to the One Ring. Destroying the One Ring zeroes out the preservation magic of the Elven Rings 3,000 years early. The Elven realms begin to decay immediately, forcing a premature and desperate exodus across the sea, long before the world is ready for their departure. To destroy the ring by force, Elrond must permanently sever his own people from Middle-earth, stripping them of their long, peaceful twilight. If Sauron is permanently unmade now, the theological balance shifts. The gods of this world no longer have a strategic reason to intervene in the lives of mortals. Without a Dark Lord to counter, the Valar never send the Astari across the sea. Figures like Gandalf never arrive to provide guidance, wisdom, or hope. This alternate Third Age becomes an unadvised dominion of men. The human kingdoms are left to navigate their internal disputes and lingering bitterness without any external wisdom to temper their choices. This is the weight of Elrond's hesitation. He chose to respect the free will of men, knowing it would cost thousands of lives. The core lesson of the lore is that victory over evil is not achieved through coercive violence. It is achieved by preserving one's moral integrity and allowing humanity to eventually earn its own salvation.